Could be quite a game tonight.
It should be up there in Logan, Utah. You know, we've seen some of the satellite transmissions that they're sending down right now, and some of the fans up in Logan have the Greg Anthony nose guards on. So that's the sense of humor that a lot of them have up there that they're going to be taking into this game.
Definitely up for this one.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Of course, we hope that there's no incidences, but in case there is, we want to be up there for it. Round 2 up in Logan tonight. The game is set to begin in about 10 minutes from now. Steven Jackson is standing by live at the Spectrum. Now, Steve, this is the rematch, of course, of the game that the fight was in. How are the fans reacting so far up there?
Well, I'll tell you, they're very excited. This is a keenly anticipated basketball game, but these are good fans. I haven't heard people talking like, let's get those, you know what, rebels, those bleeping rebels, or any of that type of thing up here. They want to whip the rebels. The crowd is going to be booing the rebels. It's going to be a hostile crowd, but hostile and not mean. It's not a mean-spirited crowd. The folks up here, as I mentioned, have been keenly anticipating this contest, and they're still filing in. It's going to be a packed house. The game's been sold out for weeks. Let me tell you, the excitement's been going on all day long here in Logan.
Shark Stomp, are we talking about a game or a fight? Unfortunately, the last time the Rebels and Utah State Aggies met, we were talking about a fight, an ugly bench-clearing brawl that resulted in the suspension of 2 Rebel players, Moses Scurry and Chris Jeter.
President Kazare and myself and our athletic council have kind of mounted a campaign in the last week to indicate to our people that we expect them to behave as true sportsmen.
A full-page ad with an open letter from Utah State's president is part of the effort here in Logan, appealing to Aggie fans to show restraint tonight. Well, they may be restrained, but they'll definitely be excited. They've been excited about the Rebel-Aggie rematch for weeks around here. With tip-off still 7 hours away, Aggie fans are ready now at the Spectrum.
This is a very hostile crowd, and we're looking for a lot of excitement tonight. We're not just going to be passive fans tonight. We hope that the fans can contribute about 10 points to this game.
We're an intimidating distraction. That's our role.
At noon, the Rebels arrive at the Spectrum here in Logan, and as you might expect, they want to put last month's unpleasantries between the Aggies and Rebels behind them.
You know, the controversy we had last time, we was just coming up and just trying to play Rebel basketball and just coming out trying to win a game. That's all we're going to try to do tonight.
We're going to play a real clean ball game. We're going to play hard, and we're going to give it a great effort and hope it's good enough.
The Utah State Aggies also would like to get beyond the brawl.
The fight still lingers on in our head. We know that Vegas is, even though they apologize, they still are kind of frustrated, and so are we. But I think the game tomorrow, there won't be any kind of conflict whatsoever.
And I think that if you look at all the communications back and forth between the 2 schools from an administration on down and players and coaches and everything else, I think everyone's concerned that that wouldn't happen again.
You see this T-shirt, the Big West boxing team, and on the other side of the T-shirt it says Con Smith, of course, the Utah State coach, and Moses Scurry, rematch. Well, of course, Moses is not here for the game. He and Chris Jeter suspended for this contest, so they won't be here. Let me tell you about the T-shirt, though. It's all in good fun, just like the Greg Anthony masks that Ron mentioned earlier. The crowd is here to have fun. They want to see their team win. They want to see them pull off the massive upset. And mainly, they just want to see a good, clean game. They don't want anything bad to happen. And as I mentioned before, Ron, this is a good crowd up here.
Steve, how many of those fans there have the Greg Anthony mask on? Can you tell approximately how many? Are a lot of them wearing it?
Well over 100. Well over 100. There are a lot of them.
Okay, the game starts. The game starts now in just a few minutes, about 10 minutes till tip-off. Any thoughts going into this contest? How does it feel there? Is there a lot of tension, or is it just like a normal basketball game?
It's not like any other normal basketball game. There's a lot of tension and excitement, and it should be a great basketball game. I think Utah State will play above their heads and give the Rebels a game. I really believe that.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Enjoy the game. We will have reports from Logan, Utah later tonight at 11 o'clock on post-game interviews and that sort of stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to have to miss night court tonight. I usually watch it every night, but the game does start at 6 o'clock this evening. Okay?
All right.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Ron. Well, if you like big things in small packages, we've got just the thing for you.
When we come back, a preview of the monster